And it was star stuff from the skies. It made each fish a lovely dish before your eyes. And now fins are fingers, human style. And because of star stuff, we smile. And it was stars.
The John Glenn Theater Company presents Peter and the Starcatcher. The JGTC brings to life the fan fiction of Peter Pan's origin story, based on the popular book by Dave Barry and Ridley Pearson. This play is full of music and comedy from beginning to end, with characters like the Black Stash, played by Michael Swiger, Peter Pan, played by Ethan Kraft, Molly Astor, played by Lorelai Burdick, and Fighting Prawn, played by Nick Zablocki. This ensemble-style show is a fast-paced, high-energy production and is like nothing you've ever seen. General seat tickets are on sale now and can be purchased from Mrs. Forsman in the guidance office. Tickets are $10 in advance or at the door. Performances are Friday, November 17th at 7 p.m., Saturday, November 18th at 7 p.m., and Sunday, November 19th at 2 p.m. Come and enjoy the finest theatrical performance that John Glenn High School has to offer.
At night, I'm on my out of
Good morning, Falcons. I'm Hunter DuPont, and this is the View from the Falcons Nest. Today is Friday, November 17th, 2023. In this week's Health Minute, there is some discouraging news to report on state health statistics. Indiana has risen from the 10th worst state for infant mortality to 7th in the latest national statistics, according to WROI. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention shows the rate of infant deaths in the United States increased in 2022, which was the first year-to-year increase at least 20 years. In 2021, Indiana's infant mortality rate was 10th highest in the country, with 6.75 deaths for every 1,000 births. And in 2022, it was the 7th highest, with 7.16 deaths per 1,000 births. The CDC says the highest rate in 2022 was among Black non-Hispanic infants, and the largest increase in infant mortality rate was American Indian and Alaskan Native non-Hispanic infants. Happy birthday this coming week to Miss Carrie and Miss Clindensis. A special Falcon shout out to all those who will be celebrating birthdays from now until we return after Thanksgiving break. Here's to another trip around the sun for Landon Johnson, Brandon Free, Evan Chapman, Logan Alexander, Donovan Martin, Sophia Lizzie, Esther Schwartz, Tara Woods, Lily White, Lillian Courtney, Brendel Filson, Keegan Farkas, Autumn Napper, Jenna Nance, Nevaeh Nowak, Jake Duval, Brooklyn Red, Nevaeh Stewart, Colton Oden, and Hunter Modlin. Now the weather with Nick.
Hey Falcons, so on your Glen forecast today, it is mostly sunny right now with a current temperature of 58 degrees and a real feel of 56, and like everyone knows, that good air quality. Move on to the 3-day forecast. Friday is going to have a high of 57, low of 29, and a chance of showers. Saturday is going to have a high of 48, low of 31, and sunny. And then Sunday is going to have a high of 52, low of 35, and sunny again. That's all for weather. Now to main desk for sports.
Many Falcon athletes will become road warriors tonight and tomorrow. The Lady Falcons take a 3-1 record to Jim Towns for a varsity contest tonight. Tomorrow, they'll be on the road to take on Lady Vikings of Tippecanoe Valley in a preview of what will next year be a conference matchup. Game time is at 7:30 in Mento. Saturday, meanwhile, the girls wrestling team will be on the road to Rochester for a meet, and the boys wrestling team will participate in the West Noble Invitational. The boys basketball team will travel to Wabash tomorrow morning, where they'll again scrimmage Southwood. Glenn opens their Thanksgiving against Plymouth, which lost its scrimmage to Logansport Wednesday night in Plymouth. The Pilgrims failed to win a single quarter. This week saw in the final week of action Indiana Esports Network for a semester. This officially made marks in the halfway point of the season. Both esports teams have 6 remaining matches before hitting the state tournament. The John Glenn Super Smash team competed this week against Kinkini Valley High School on Wednesday evening. KVHS and one of the premier programs in the state, so this match was tough, sledding for the Falcons. early struggles gave way to a more fair fight down the home stretch. Unfortunately, some very stout competition proved too much as the Falcons fell. Heading into the midseason break, the SSBU Falcons sit at 1-4-1 in the IEN play. The Rocket League team faced a familiar foe from the 2022-2023 season. The Falcons took on Hoosier College Career Academy in a rematch of last year's state championship. The Falcons were motivated to avenge last season's result as HCCA was the only team able to knock off a senior-laden team. After a rough first match, the Falcons were able to put up a 2-0 score in Game 2. Unfortunately, the HCCA was able to pull ahead late in the second game down the Falcons. The Falcons put up their best game of this season, forcing HCCA to overtime in the third match. Eventually, the skill of HCCA won out. But this was an amazing showing against a great team that has become the Falcons' arch rival. The Falcons look for more progression in 2024 as they sit at 1-4 in the IEN. Now back to lunch with Nick.
So on your lunch menu today, we are going to be having a sloppy Joe or corn dog with corn, a garden bar, a variety of fruit, and Teddy Grahams. That's all we have time for today, Falcons. Check out the theater show this weekend and have an amazing weekend.